Hey, everyone out there, it's the Hound. And I got a question. Who are you? Now, on the surface, it's a relatively straightforward one. I am, insert name here. But when you get down to it, who you are is the sum total of your experiences, the things that have been done through your life, the things you yourself have done that have been done to you, whatever it happens to be. Within this context, as I'm asking it, I mean specifically, who are you as a martial artist? Because after all, that's my raison d'etre. Or it certainly appears to be more and more so these days. Who are you? And the reason I'm asking is, too often, when you say to someone, who are you, what do you do, what is your style, they'll give you the style. Karate, I do Jeet Kune Do, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it happens to be. But if your art has no metric outside of itself, and by that I mean like a competitive aspect to it, 9 times out of 10, that person will then qualify themselves with their instructor. Now, there is a time and a place for this. If you're representing a lineage in a system, of course, you want to say, I was taught by this gentleman, who was taught by this gentleman, who was taught by this gentleman. And within the Bruce Lee world, this is especially important given the sheer latitude that Bruce left us with. So a man died at 32 years of age. No way was he completing his journey. I don't care what anybody says. So there's a big blank page left at the end of the book that people have been filling in on their own. So a lot of the time what happens is people will say, well, I was trained by this man who trained with Bruce, or I was trained by this man who trained with this man who trained with Bruce. And there's this, what we call generation war. I'm first gen, I'm second gen, I'm third gen. As if in and of itself, that awards people a magic ability, or the words or what they present is instantly given more credibility as a result of that. Newsflash, it doesn't. It doesn't. The famous Horace Gracie once said, a belt covers about 1.5 inches of your ass. Your skills have to cover the rest. A certificate covers even less of your ass. So when you've got someone that is effectively ranking qualifications under various people, and I'm not saying they aren't worthless, or worthwhile rather, I'm not saying they're worthless. What I'm saying is, you can show me all the paper, you can show me all the belts, you can tell me all the lineages, and you can tell me all the family trees in the world. At some point, you have to show me what you know. And that is when I will know who you are. Grandmaster T-Bone once said to me, the floor never lies. Movement never lies. What you can do never lies. So, whilst it's interesting and it sets context who you trained with, what that person said, or how they say it, what counts right here, right now, is what you can do. That is who you are. That is important. That is what I want to see. And if what you can do and who you are is at odds with what you're telling me, well then, I think we're going to have a different conversation. Hope your day's been going well, guys. You take care of yourselves out there. It's the Hound signing off.